Welcome to CBS Sports HQ. We are following breaking news out of the NFL where the Jags first-round pick Travis Etienne suffering a serious Liz Frank injury that will end his rookie campaign before it even started. It happened in their preseason game Sunday night against the Saints. Etienne, now set to undergo surgery to repair a serious tear in his foot, is expected to be done for the year. He was selected with a 25th overall pick in this year's NFL draft. Welcome in senior NFL writer Pete Prisco. Pete, nothing but bad news. This is just a huge blow to the Jags, and it is awful for Travis Etienne.
Yeah, when you draft a running back in the first round, you expect him to be a guy who's going to give you something in his rookie season. And to have this happen on a night when everything seemed to go wrong for the Jacksonville Jaguars, in fact, everything's been going wrong for them in the last couple of weeks, it's not a good look. And you feel for the kid. I mean, we had him on, we didn't get him on camera, but we talked to him a little bit down at a workout he had in Fort Lauderdale, and he's a nice kid. He's an easygoing kid. We had him on camera in Jacksonville. And the one thing about it is, again, running backs, you got to be careful with them when you draft them in the first round. They get hurt. I saw this play happen last night. I told myself, I saw him on the sideline limp over. I said, that's going to be, once they said it was a foot injury, I said, that looks like a Liz Frank injury. And indeed, it turned out to be. And they keep saying, there's some reports he might be back at the end of the year. I highly doubt it. I think his rookie season is lost.
Up until this point, you know, you were out on the road. You mentioned you got to talk to him, watch him. How had he been looking until this injury?
Well, they had early in the offseason, they had really used him as a wide receiver to kind of get him acclimated to catching the football in the NFL. They were going to use him as a big part of their offense in terms of the passing game. This is a team that's not fast. They needed to add some speed. He brings that, or he was going to bring that speed to the offense. And so they, kind of dual worked him in terms of using him outside in the passing game and also in the run game. And then as training camp approached, he went more to being more of a conventional running back. They weren't using him enough, I didn't think. James Robinson's the starter. He's had a good camp. He's leaned up a little bit. He's much more explosive. But then there was Carlos Hyde. And this regime, for some reason, is tied to Carlos Hyde. You look at Trent Baalke. He drafted him in San Francisco. He's the Jaguars GM. Urban Meyer had Carlos Hyde at Ohio State. But he's slow. He's plodding. He's not the kind of guy who's going to rip off long runs. And that's why I didn't quite understand the way they were using Travis Etienne. This is a hit in terms of the speed in their passing game and their speed in their offense because Travis Etienne could do so much. I compared him to Alvin Kamara. He's an air back. He would have brought a new dimension or a different dimension to the offense. And without him in there, it's a slow, plodding offense.
They took him with the 25th overall pick in this draft. Of course, they had his teammate, Trevor Lawrence, going #1 overall. So you got the two of them together with a lot of hopes and dreams moving forward into the season. Need to mention, things have already been rough for the Jags so far. So looking ahead to their season now, with this injury and things not looking great so far, just kind of your projection moving forward.
Well, this won't help. And I thought they'd win 6, 7, 8 games, and so far they haven't looked like a team that could do that. The reason being their offensive line's been banged up. They played Monday night without 3 of their starters, the center, the left guard, and the left tackle, and they look like it, and they struggle. But the defense hasn't been very good either. They've also been a team that's been hit by the pass. They haven't rushed the passer that well. So I think this is going to be a long year for Urban Meyer. And when you see a guy come to the college game, it's an adjustment. He's going to have to make some major adjustments. This isn't college. This is the NFL. They're men. They're grown men. And a lot of the things he's doing, I think, and I hear from some other people around the league that they're snickered upon by some of the people in that building and in the organization and on the team. And so you got to change the way you do things a little bit. This is the NFL. They're grown men. They get paid for a living. They're not there for sis, boom, ba, and the rest of that stuff that come with college football.
Pete, when it comes to Travis Etienne as an individual, as a player, if he is out for the season, he's have to undergo the surgery. I mean, what can we expect when he does come back? Can he get to his potential that we did expect for this season?
Yeah, guys come back from this injury, and if it hadn't been the surgical injury, probably would have been back in 8 weeks. But once you have the problem where it separates, you have to do surgery on it, and it becomes basically a season-ending injury. But we've seen guys come back from this in the past. The problem is he's a running back, and if a guy has a Liz Frank injury and he plays the offensive line, that's different. But when you're a running back and you're planting and putting your foot down, there's always concern with that type of injury going forward. But I knowing this kid a little bit and understanding what he did the offseason working out with Brandon Marshall's facility down here in Fort Lauderdale, I think he'll be able to come back and be the same guy. But this doesn't help your career get off to a very good start, that's for sure.
Senior NFL writer Pete Prisco, thank you so much for joining us for this breaking news. Again, Travis Etienne likely out for the season, an official Liz Frank injury. He will undergo surgery. So taking a look at the Jags' odds for the season, they're pretty big long shot across the board. Of course, this is not going to help them. The over-under there for the wins, it is sitting at 6. The over -120, the under +110. See how you feel after announcing that Travis Etienne now likely out for the season. Still to come here on CBS Sports HQ, we'll continue to follow this breaking news, but what does it mean for you fantasy managers? We'll talk to Dave Richard about that next.
Want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.